Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, The Wealthy Mindset. It's yours truly, Money Making Mitch. And as usual guys, this is not financial advice. Please do your own due diligence and research. Boy, do I have some nice news for you guys this morning to start off your Monday morning. Remember when NIO said that they were going to work on their own cell phones? And you didn't hear much about it, Then when they came out with the cell phone, uh, a lot of the Western media put a wicked spin on it. I was watching Yahoo Finance and different news stations here in the West where they were bashing the idea. NIO should stick to making cars. They don't see why it would help. And this is the type of rhetoric, the type of trolling that has been beating down NIO apart from the trade war. People shorting it, etc., etc. And a lot of people has lost heart. People who are not long-term investors, who think long-term and see vision and understand where a company is going based on what they're doing, are panicking because of this, right? Because the stock price got beaten down a lot. I have made significant money the last time NIO got beaten down, and I've made significant money on other companies that got beaten down. A classic case in point is Miniso, MINISO. Now it's too late. It's like 20 some dollars a share. I got it around the $5 price point and I sold not that long ago. I spoke about that stuff. But anyway, they beat down recently on Yahoo Finance and other Western media about the phone. Guess what now, guys? Now that the phone is selling like hot bread, an analyst came out to explain why EV makers, including NIO and Polestar. Now, I don't have shares in Polestar. I haven't done much research in the company. Like I said, I only buy into companies that I believe is doing something different. And the reason why I got into NIO is because they're doing something different to Tesla, way different. But anyway, so car makers making smartphones will be a trend in China. And if successful, the model will expand to the global market. Now, I want you guys to listen very carefully. This is beautiful the way this analyst laid it down. He says NIO officially launched its first smartphone model last month, and the CEO of Swedish electric vehicle EV maker Polestar mentioned last month that the company plans to launch a high-end smartphone in China in December. So we're setting the trend as usual with LiDAR, with battery as a service, which other companies are going to catch on to, but it'll be too late for them in that area because we're taking up all of the real estate, prime real estate. So by the time they figure out that this business model is superior, it'll be too late for them. Anyway, why are car companies getting involved in phone making? Market researcher analysts shared their thoughts in an October 11 research note. The core goal of car makers choosing to produce smartphone is to boost the competitiveness of their cars and increase exposure of their brands. That's the key point right there. To increase exposure of their brands by seamlessly integrating smartphones with smart cockpit systems, car companies can create their own ecosystem. Remember I talked about that, guys? NIO creating an ecosystem, a one-stop shop for all. Watch out. Additionally, as assisted driving capabilities improve and driving behavior shifts, smartphone can help automakers continuously understand the changing needs of drivers. So now we're collecting data. We're collecting data to find out what are the habits of the drivers and work accordingly. This is huge. NIO launched it. Oh, and let me say this, guys. One of my subscribers made a very good point that I loved. His screen name is ANVOONG2510. He said, I don't think NIO will have to partner with ride sharing to be robotaxi, because in the future, when NIO becomes fully autonomous, NIO can just add a tab in the app in the phone and the customer can just order the car from a swap station. And let me also say this, you guys are going to like this. China has the fastest computing AI robot. So don't think for a second that this is way in the future. full autonomous driving way in the future? No, I don't think so. With AI doing all the innovation. So in the near future, we could expect NIO customers with their phone to order a robotaxi right off the phone and the car comes to them. I'm really excited about things like this, guys. First one we talk about, we coming out with our own phone, they beat us down. And I was really excited. I knew these phones were going to be selling like hotbreads like they are today. We're going to be collecting data to find out the habits of the NIO customer and know how to work accordingly with them and provide services and more products for them. Because when they buy stuff off their phone, we're going to know what they're buying. We're going to start, if a lot of them are ordering certain products, we're going to be making those products for them too. Anyway, NIO launched its first NIO phone on September 21st, a high-end Android device with a starting price of $890. So it's very competitive in terms of the pricing. NIO emphasizes connectivity between the NIO phone and its EV offerings, providing a range of features such as a smart key for remote car control and more than 30 functions. Polestar, on the other hand, is taking a more aggressive smartphone strategy and will also be getting into the customer electronics, including smart watches, which is expected to reinforce the sleek tech brand identity it is internationally pursuing. So they are learning from us. Guys. And don't be surprised if that's our next thing, the smartwatch. I'm sure we're probably working on it. So as cars move to more advanced levels of driver assistance, driving behavior will also change, requiring the smart cockpit user experience to evolve with the times, according to analysts. In 2023, the penetration of L2 Plus assisted driving system will reach 4.7% in China. As regulations for higher level ADS, advanced driver assistance system, and L3 and above become clearer, 2025 is expected to be an inflection point for higher level ADS in China. Remember, I always tell you guys that this is a long game, and a lot of my subscribers already know this, and they mention it in the comments, like Neo San Francisco and Ted. You guys understand this is a long game. See what the analyst is talking about in 2025, what to expect. This is how people made a lot of money on Amazon. This is how we're going to make a lot of money on NIO. We're going to make a lot of money, guys. So introducing smartphones, a high-frequency contact device into the EV ecosystems, helps automakers understand the complex needs of drivers. When smartphone apps and services are tightly integrated with the cockpit, users can unlock new smart life experiences when products, power, and entertainment experiences are limited, according to analysts. Additionally, automakers can effectively reduce R&D costs as well as shorten development cycles by integrating smartphone functionality to enable a similar user experience compared to the high cost and development time of rolling out new features that need to meet automotive grade requirements, according to analysts. So we won't have to guess what the customer wants. We will know what they want. That is huge. I love the way this analyst is breaking it down. So how to tell if a car maker's smartphone strategy is a success or a failure? According to analysts, the key lies on how often car owners use the phones. And we know they're going to be using the phones a lot, because that's going to be the phone that they're using instead of Samsung or other phones. They're going to be switching to our phone to have that complete connectivity and ecosystem. The basic function and performance of a smartphone from an automaker must be comparable to the devices commonly used by car owners. In addition, the design and user interface need to match the brand tone of the automaker. Beautiful. To increase frequency of use while driving, automakers need to enable seamless switching of functionality between devices, which is what we're already doing. Utilize sensors and devices in the cockpit to enhance the user experience and provide drivers with intuitive controls. Automakers must explore strategies to encourage users to try new and scenario-enhancing features that come with smartphone cockpit integration. If these features succeed in pleasing users, they will not only enhance the overall user experience of the cockpit, but also create a favorable word of mouth for both the smartphone and the car, quickly increasing brand exposure for the automaker. That was one of the main things, brand exposure. It said the production of smartphones by automakers will be a trend in China, and if successful, the model will expand to the global market. So as we continue to go into global markets like we already are in Europe, and possibly coming to America, and possibly in the Middle East, they will also be buying our phones. This is huge, guys. See, this is the type of things that excite me. I love how the way this analyst broke it down. And finally, they are admitting now what we already knew. And they knew this, but again, like I said, the rhetoric, the trade war, the trolling, the shorting to keep us down can only keep us down for so long. Neo San Fran Ted and all of my other subscribers, we guys know this. And we're just sitting back and we're waiting for payday. I hope you guys found this video informational and encouraging to start your Monday morning. If it did, guys, please give it a thumbs up. If you haven't yet subscribed, you want to think about doing so, because in this channel we get rich or we die trying.